In this video, we're going to use Seaborn library to plot data and linear regression model to find a correlation between these variables. So let's get started. Now we're going to start from previous code. If you remember that we replaced an A and we calculate the mean for the bore, stroke, and horsepower, and we replace it with the average. After that, right here, we're going to do find the correlation between bore, stroke, and horsepower, df core, and then we're going to print the result, stroke and horsepower. Oh, I'm gonna need another bracket here, one here and one here. Dot CORR and close parentheses. Now, if you hit Control B, you're gonna just print out the correlation between these three variables. So here we go. So the correlation between bore and stroke is minus 0.066, and stroke versus horsepower, this is the correlation. Now I'm gonna need to import two libraries to plot the chart. The first one is matplotlib and pyplot. So this is the two libraries that we need. I'm gonna import another library as well to do the regression line. So import Seaborn as SNS. Now I'm gonna use the stroke and price to do calculation and plot the regression line. I'm gonna use df stroke price equal df stroke again price that as type plot. I'm gonna change the data type to make sure that all of them plot, and then use SNS dot regression plot x equal stroke, y equal price. The data df plt dot y lem 0 comma. Now let me show you the chart py plot that show. Now hit Control B. Again, this is the calculation here, and here I'm gonna bring the chart for you. This is the correlation between price and stroke, linear correlation. Now let me show you two different regression line. I'm gonna run the code like this, and I will show you the chart. Hit Control B. Here is the chart for the price and the stroke. I try to minimize it to fit two charts in one screen. So now, if you change this variables here, I'm gonna use say horsepower. I'm gonna use horsepower right here, and I'm gonna run the code again. Take a look. This is what we have: the price and stroke, and this is the regression line, and this is code. I change it to price and horsepower. Click Control B. You got another chart, horsepower and price, stroke and price. So you have a positive linear correlation between horsepower and price. As the horsepower increase, the price of the used car increase as well. So now in this line of code, it will show you the correlation between bore, stroke, and horsepower. Now, if you want to show the correlation in all variables, this is what you do. I'm going to use print df dot describe include equal object, and then print again df dot core. Now I'm gonna hit Control B. I'm gonna show the correlation here, and then it will show the chart. Then after that, the correlation here for all. Control B. So this is the first, this line right here. Print this one and the chart right here between regression line between horsepower and price, and then after I close the chart, I will show you the describe this one. Here we go. So This is all the correlation between all variables.